I was like, oh, I'm mute. Okay, so family, I'm up in this camp. I'm gonna wait for some of y'all to get here because I just put it over there on my Patreon, and I just this has been up over here on YouTube for a while. I am so sorry. I had to keep putting it off and off and off, but I've been lifing. Okay, so this reading was supposed to be here a while ago, maybe like 3 or 4 days ago. Yeah, for the world reading, and so I'm here. I'm here to do the world reading, family, and then yeah, that's pretty much what I'm here to do. Hey, Tiffany. Hey, sis. Um, so with the world reading, y'all know I've been doing the world reading for some years now, right? Went back and reposted. Hey, Miss Williams. Hey. I went back and did a lot of different. I posted a lot of my different world readings. Hey, Fatima. Hey, sis. I tried to let you guys know ahead of time that I was coming to do the world reading over on Patreon and here. So it's been posted here for a while, but I had to keep pushing it back because I've been having to do so much stuff. But I'm here, right? So you can check out the other world readings, and my good sis Tangelus Oracle, she reminded me about doing the world readings. Hey, Tangelus, there she go. Her in the flesh. I see all y'all coming up in here. I see y'all, family. Welcome. So the world reading, y'all know the infamous world reading. Hey. Am I saying it right? Tiffany, something like that. I think I'm saying it right. But welcome, love. Welcome. We're getting ready to get into the world reading, right? So I use tarot with the world reading because I like more specific yes or no's, with our questions. Yes, okay, good. So y'all can put y'all questions in the chat as well about what y'all want to know, right? Because we all want to know what's going down around town with the chaos that's happening around the world, honey. So I have questions that people have asked me to ask. I have a whole list of questions, family. I mean, a lot too. I don't know if you can see that because of the dang on backdrop. But maybe if I hold it like this, y'all can see. No, you still can't see. Okay, yes, you can. You can see it like that. A lot of questions, right? So I'm going to try to get to those questions, and I'm going to try to get to some of y'all questions that be in the chat, okay? But like I said, my good sis Tangelus, she had reminded me that, I haven't done this in a while. Hey, Chrissy. So I said, well, let me get to this, right? Because we need to know right now what's happening around the world. I would first like to say thank you guys for coming in and watching the videos. The membership is going up. The videos views are going up. So I know y'all like the celebrity reads. I know y'all like the true crime. So I'm just trying to do as much as I possibly can over here to keep y'all entertained, as well as my Patreonians, which gets more than that, but also get some of the videos that you may see over here and they leave off the channel. That's because they're back on Patreon, okay? So if you want to join the Patreon, it's less than a cup of coffee at Starbucks. And you get a whole lot of bang for your buck over there, okay? So come and join us, all right? But with peace, all right? All right, so family, let's get to these questions, okay, for the world reading. Now, the world reading, as you guys know, we ask all the questions that we want to know from spirit. These are spiritual readings. And we go into some type of details or give me some type of detail in reference to what you want to know. So that's which way we're going with this, okay? All right, so let's see here. First question. All right, let's get started. And first, let's start with a little prayer. Let's get into a prayer. Y'all know I like to start with a prayer, okay? I'm just like that. I like to start with a prayer. Some readers don't like to start with a prayer. I like to start with a prayer because I feel like I'm a messenger versus, just reading cards. I'm tapped in spiritually, so I like to thank the ancestors in advance for giving us the messages, all right, that are to come. So let's get to it. Ancestors, we come to you humbly. We ask for a hedge of protection, a bubble of love around me, around the collective, and those that see this video and that are here to receive clarification, any motivation and inspiration, and any confirmation that we can receive through the divination of the cards. We ask that you bring peace where there's chaos in the world. We ask that you bring love where there's hate. And ancestors, turn the dark heart to light, right? And give us all protection, give us all a humble heart. And ancestors, we continue to praise you for the rest of our days here on this planet. In the name of the Most High, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. All right, so that's our quick prayer, right? I didn't want to go in too much detail because, I can go on and on for prayers. Okay, so, all right, so first question. What will happen in the world in the next 3 months that's important for the collective right now? And what will happen in the next 6 months? So I'm gonna start with her first part of her question was, what will happen in the world in the next 3 months that is important for the collective to know right now? Okay. And make sure you guys put your questions in the chat, okay? If you have any that you want me to get into, right? So let's see what it is that we need to know specifically, ancestors, in reference of the world in the next 3 months. For the world, what is it that we need to know? And I'm using my old tarot deck that I used to use on my old videos when I did the world reading. So we back to that. What is it that we need to know? All right, so we got the star card. Now, one thing I feel like with the star card coming out first, it's like we got one star that's running the show. And y'all already know, right? Because we got the Hangman underneath the deck. I am going to pull my crime deck out too, if it gets too crazy, okay? Y'all know I'm going to use my crime deck. But I wanted to pull tarot on some of these questions, all right? I feel like with the star card, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. One star running the show, right? Hoping and praying on everything that's happening in this world. One shaking the world. That's right, y'all. Y'all already know, okay? And you know what I feel by that? This is Aquarius energy, right? But we're in Aquarius, the age of Aquarius, which is all about the collective, right? So I feel like this card is giving us a lot of explanation. If you look at, when she asks what will happen in the next, what will happen in the world in the next 3 months, that's important for the collective to know right now. Well, I feel like with the star card coming out first, and like I said, in reference of the energy of and the Hangman, of course, on the bottom of the deck, we're getting ready to go through some things, right? The main thing that I'm seeing here, because the Aquarius card always makes me feel the water, right? It's the water barrier, right? And then you look on the card and you see the water being poured into, like on Earth and in the pond or whatever you want to call that, right? So I feel like there's something that's going to come up in reference of water, family. Okay, that's standing out to me. I feel like our world is going to be turned upside down. I have to be truthful in the message in the next 3 months because I got the Hangman on the bottom of the deck. And what is the Hangman? Somebody that's hanging from I forgot what you call that little thing you're hanging from, but you know what I'm saying, right? So what is it? You turned upside down. And I feel like that for some people, things are going to be, I feel like this is coming up, and I want to clarify that card too. But for me, it's like some of us is going into some situations in reference of the world. I feel like it's going to be a turn of time, right? Things that we hope for, things that we may have enjoyed. It's some things that are going to come to a halt. Okay. It's some things that we're going to have to sacrifice. I feel like it's going to be stagnant in reference of the things that we want to change within the next 3 months. But I still feel with this star card that it is hope, right? I I do feel that there will be some good fortune for some people. And I do feel that there will be, some type of happiness, but it's also going to be those that's going to need help, because this card is kind of like duality of it. It's good and bad, right? But with the hanged man on the bottom of the deck, it's kind of like, it's going to be some difficult things, family, right? Clarity on that star card in reference of what we have to deal with in the next, boom. I can't make this up. The Tower. What I tell y'all, it's going to be something difficult. It's going to be a major event that happens. Now, there's the Knight of Cups. Okay, so that Tower moment, okay? The Tower moment is, definitely something get ready to come down, family. Okay? Hey, Sharon. Hey, sis. Okay. So as I was describing to you in reference of the star card and how that really stands out to me about all of us having hope, all of us trying to, trying to stay sane throughout it all, right? But this Tower moment that's happening, right? Within the next 3 months, something is coming, family. Like I said, a big Tower moment, okay? This Tower moment is definitely giving, I don't know why, but I'm seeing two people, and it's making me feel like the two main people that's on the top. This was the one that we talked about. That's the star that's standing out right now. Which one you want to look at as the star that's running the whole world right now, and people having hope and trying to get out of the situations that are getting ready to come down. But if you look at this Tower card, it's two. These are my reflector cards, so it's probably hard to kind of see. But on the Tower card, of course, you guys know there's two people falling from the sky, and the crown is over to the side. So things are going to start falling in the next 3 months was her question. Destruction. Enlightenment comes with that destruction, though. Liberation. A change. And I feel like there's going to be freedom once things fall. Okay. With devastation comes change. Yeah. I love how Tangelus put in here the letters. Yeah, T and M. Right. I do feel like that. I mean, it's just wow that was the next card to come out, flying out the deck was the Tower card. But on the bottom of the deck, we have a proposal. So I feel like there's going to be some things that, although there's going to be some things that come down in the next 3 months, and I'm going to take 3 cards from this, but I'm paying attention what's on the bottom of the deck when I ask about these questions that you guys are asking about. With the star and the Tower, of course, we know that Tower energy is definitely screaming in reference of, interruption, right? But the Knight of Cups is like an intervention, right? Something being offered in the midst of destruction. Now, here it goes again. That Knight of Cups is water. See, so water is standing now. Although Aquarius is an air, right? It's air energy. But the Aquarius is known as the water barrier, right? Also, the star. I'm looking at this as the star of the show, because we're asking what is to happen in the next 3 months with the world, right? And then here comes the Tower moment. So this is kind of giving you a big explanation that something of destruction. Okay, people are falling down out of the White House is what this is remnants to me. People are falling down out of the tower on this card, but I'm looking at the visual of the card. All right. And then there will be some type of situation. There will be some type of proposal. There will be some type of, new experience within this Tower moment. Can you clarify in reference of what's to happen in the next 3 months in reference of the star and the Tower, ancestors? What you're trying to tell us about the star and the Tower within the next 3 months here in the world, or in the United States, rather? What can you tell us about that Tower moment? What can you tell us? Ooh, instability in the Five of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and the Five of Cups on the bottom of the deck. A loss, a departure, somebody having to leave somewhere, somebody having some regrets, a breakup, a change. There will be some type of instability. Okay, with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, this lets me know a loss of money. That's female energy here too. I feel like this is all about something happening in the next 3 months, family, that's going to cause some type of sadness amongst the whoever this star is how I'm feeling, and whoever these two people are falling out of the tower. But I'm asking in reference of the world. So we're going to go through some major things. Okay, instability. You're going to have some financial situations that are going to come up, so you guys need to be saving your money. I'm seeing things here that are showing in reference of just people being non-trustworthy when it comes to policies, procedures for the world, for the government, right? And a lot of things that we're going to feel in fear of, okay, within the next 3 months is what the ancestors is showing. Feeling abandoned in some ways. And also, this could be, twofold. Like it's multiple messages in this, right? So not only for the collective, yes, we're going to feel that energy too, but there's also some things that I feel that are coming in reference of this tower moment for not only us, but for the government. And that Five of Cups is definitely giving me the sadness of the world and the sadness of the things that's happening within the government as well. Okay. So that's what I'm pretty much seeing. So yeah, that's the first. I got so many questions. I can't stay on one for too long, but definitely know for what's happening in the next 3 months. We'll come back to this reading like we went back to the other ones, and we'll look back and say, this was the tower moment, whatever it is. Okay. Water sign. Very, very prominent here. Okay. All right. I'm going to leave it at that. I don't want to stay too long because I know I can go on and on. Okay, will these things happening in the government or current administration be overturned or impeached? Wait a minute, their question is long. See, sometimes when y'all send me these questions, they be long. Okay. Will these things happening with government / current administration, so talking about the current administration, will they be overturned or impeached or stay the same? They put all that in one question. So I got to figure out how to get to the main message out of that question. Will these things happening in the government or with the current administration ancestors, will they be overturned? So I'm assuming she's saying the things that he's already changed, will they be overturned? Okay, so that's one question. I'm going to take that as one question because that's like 4 questions in one, okay? So let's see, will the things happening in the government be overturned? Will the things happening in the government ancestors be overturned? Some of the things that they have going on at this time, will it be changed over? Will they be overturned, and will it stay that way? Overturned, ancestors, in reference to the current administration. Woo! Now that flew on the floor. Okay. I got the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck, family. Wow. I got the Emperor and the World card that flew out in reverse on the floor, family. It says failure, obstacles, unsolved. This is definitely making me feel like both of these cards were yes, and they're in the reverse, and that means no. So I feel like there will still be the overturning of things, but we will soon have a change in the wheel, right? But right now, no, I feel like at this time, this is abuse in power, okay? When I got the Emperor coming out in reverse, family, all right? With that question, will things be overturned? This is abuse in power, and it has the World in reverse, so it's going to turn your world upside down. Here we go again with that, right? This is actually the World card, but some people would say they would look at that as it being, not a completion, but I'm looking at it as him actually being able to complete it. but it being obstacles and things like that for the collective, okay? I feel like he will have obstacles with what he's trying to put into place, but I feel like the things that he's trying to order, he may have some type of resistance, right? Will it be overturned with the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck? I feel like the wheel is turning, right? So clarity on the, ooh, okay, ancestors. Ancestors trying to speak and tell us, honey, there's a tower again. Family, why we keep getting the tower? I guess because we already have a lot of unexpected things. All right, I'm gonna shuffle these up. Ancestors, give me clarity on these two cards in reference of that. Of course, we know who's abusing the power is on that question. But can you tell us about this overturning of the things that they put out there in this world in reverse? Since that is a yes, but it's in the reverse, so that's a no. And the Emperor is definitely an abuse of power. So can you tell us what's to come in reference of those situations that he is putting into place? Advice. Okay. Yeah. All right. And there's the tower moment again on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so I do feel that once again, we have the yes in some type of communication that's coming, but then we have the Queen of Wands in reverse, which is a no. So again, will it be overturned? I feel like I don't have anything to stand on right now, family, to say that it's going to be overturned right now. Okay. I feel like there will be some type of adjustment to things, but right now I'm not seeing things being overturned. I feel like there's going to be communication that comes out, but I feel like right now we're dealing with a lot of dominance. I feel like in due time that wheel will start turning like we've seen the Wheel of Fortune, but right now it's nothing but destruction. Because everything it has to come down to be built back up. So I feel like that's why we have the World in reverse, and that's what the World in reverse, and that's why we have the Emperor in reverse and the Queen of Wands in reverse. We have all of the players in reverse. You know why? Because they're acting out of their emotion instead of their intelligence, right? And the reason I'm saying that is because the Emperor in reverse is an abuse of power, is rebellious behavior. So you're in your emotions when that happens. You know what I'm saying? It's also being indecisive. So it's like you having to ask other people, maybe even this Queen of Wands, but Queen of Wands also makes me feel of somebody using some type of, juju or doing something like that in reference of helping them in the background, which would be the other player to who's in charge, right? Y'all know I always say that's happening because I've had that come out in my other readings on him. So I know that is happening in the background. Okay. But that Eight of Wands is definitely about communication. I feel like that's still coming to us in reference of the things that he's trying to make happen so fast. He's accelerating and moving things quickly because he's trying to sign all these things into action. That's him, the abuse and power. Although some things may be good and some things may be bad. But it's like you becoming with this Emperor in reverse and the World in reverse and then the Tower and all these cards in the reverse. It's giving me on that question, family, of what do they call it? Dictatorship. And her other question was, would he be impeached? So let's see. So at this point, I don't see it. Things will start turning, but I don't see it like right now. She asked within the last 3 months. These questions are about the last 3 months, okay? The next 3 months. Will he be impeached? Will this current administration have impeachment in reference of the president? Will he be impeached? Will Trump be impeached, ancestors? Will Trump be impeached? Look what came back out. The star and the moon. That's a yes. And then there's a no. So I feel like, and there's that moon energy. So I do feel like that, and I'm going to take a clarification card on that. Will Trump be impeached, ancestors? Will Trump be impeached? I feel like they're going to try. Would it be successful is the question. Will Trump be impeached? Here's wow. And then I got the 7 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. I keep getting yes and no. I just feel like they're gonna try very strongly. Okay. I feel like there's gonna be like some type of judge. It looks like a female judge that's gonna try to take him out of in reference of some type of impeachment family. They're trying very hard, okay? Because I got the Star and the Queen of Wands. This Queen of Wands is going to be the center of attention in some shape, form, or fashion. Maybe in time, but not right. Talking about the other question, yeah, of course they always try. Yeah, they're going to try, Chrissy, but will they be successful in the next 3 months? Ancestors is saying. I'm not seeing that they will, but I'm seeing they're going to try. Yeah, here's the King of Cups and the Tower. I got 3 yeses, though. I ain't going to lie. I got 3 yeses. So if I'm looking at the cards, I would have to say yes, but with the Tower moment, and I have on the bottom of the deck, the 3 cards, when all 3 of them I got in reference of the yeses, I still got no's. So I still feel like it's going to be like, you know how like that one time that they tried to do Biden like that, and they tried to impeach him and he got impeached, but he still was in office, so it didn't make a difference. That's what I'm feeling. So it's like he the star of the show. Somebody gonna try, but he's still gonna reign through. He's still gonna come through and still be able to sit on the throne, emotional as hell, as he normally is, because this is the King of Cups, representing the one that's in office. So yeah, I do feel that they're gonna try, but I don't think it's gonna do anything, family. All right, so the next government question, I'm trying to get through the government questions first, family. Make sure y'all put y'all questions in the okay, y'all ain't got no questions tonight. Well, that's a good thing. Okay, will the government call for martial law? That was one of my questions. Will the government call for martial law? Will the government call for martial law, ancestors? Oh, that card flipped out fast. I got the in reverse, which is no. This is my sun card. This is a yes. But you know what? It's in reverse. And then I got the 4 of Cups on the bottom of the deck, which is talking about, people not trying to hear it, not trying to take that, avoiding that. You know what I'm saying? But when this sun card come out and it came out in reverse, this is definitely a definite no, right? When it's in reverse. But it showed up for a reason, right? Because normally that's about, a definite yes. When you get the sun card, it's one of the best cards in the tarot. But I feel like because it came in reverse, and this card definitely states that it's like something happening that could not actually be martial, but still put you in for a certain period of time. Like, maybe you might have to, like how we had with the pandemic, So let's see what the ancestors say. Give us clarity on that no in reference, or the sun card in reference of will we have martial law with the government. Okay, this flew out. Yeah, so it's like now I have a yes and I have the 9 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. What I feel like is like, I feel like the ancestors is definitely saying no, but it's definitely going to be something that is going to have us maybe in some type of situation where we're going to have to be home. We're going to have to be home. You know why? Because the 4 of Wands has somebody's home there with their couple and all of that. And it's my 1111 card, which means something happened right on time. You know what I'm saying? So to me, getting that card, that is the home card. It's about being a secure home, making a happy home, a stable foundation, that type of thing. So I feel like that's kind of giving me that, you know what I'm saying? So, is that going back to some type of, Yeah, see what I'm saying with the Queen of Pentacles and then the Tower again. Is that taking us back to some type of pandemic, ancestors? Is that taking us back to some type of pandemic? Yeah. This is something that we can't see coming. The two of swords. That's conflict. A standstill. Something that's going to put us at a standstill. That's stagnant energy there. A temporary situation, unable to move. So there will be something that we don't see coming. That's going to put us at a standstill, a deadlock, family. So it's not that it's going to be martial law. It's going to be something that's going to be like when we had the pandemic where they say you got to be in, y'all can't be moving around, or you got to do, they give you them stipulations or something like that. What's going to bring that, ancestors, to the collective? What is going to bring that to the collective? Please show us. It's going to be some type of constraints. It's not going to be martial law, though. Martial law is more like, yeah. There it is again. Another yes with the Empress. Yeah, this could be something in reference of health-wise. Like I said, health again, because I got the Five of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. That's like a lack of health. Yeah. So something like that, family. What you say? No money and bad weather will be home. Right, Chrissy. Yeah. But that's what I'm getting in reference of that. And I, with the first card, it's like, no, we won't have martial law, but we may have something that's going to definitely bring us in where we're going to have to be at the house. But it may be something in reference of health-wise, and it's something we won't see coming. Two to four months, maybe. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, that was all I had in reference of the government. Let me see. Okay, let's ask about these tariffs. Okay, that was the other question, which is still kind of government, but it's more specific. What's to come for the economy tariffs? Okay, what's to come for the economy tariffs? That's all they put. What's to come for the economy's tariffs? Hey, young girls. What's to come for the economy's tariffs? And since it says something in reference of secrecy, them doing some things in the background, hidden things, hidden problems, and so forth. They may be hiding communication from the collective at this time, it looks like. And there's the Judgment on the bottom. So that definitely lets me know, yes. So there's a lot that's going to happen in reference of the economy's tariffs. It's definitely going to cause us to have some type of situation amongst our finances and so forth. And you know what's on the what makes me feel in reference of this High Priestess card coming out when I asked about the question they asked about what's to come with the economy tariffs war. They're going in a new direction. They're gonna go in a new direction when it comes to those tariffs. Okay, it's not gonna last long. Yeah, that's what they're not telling us. They're gonna go in a new direction because right now it's showing me like an end of a situation. It's like they're gonna be conversating in the background. Yeah, it's like a false flag. Yeah, yeah, Christy. It's kind of like that. Like with this situation, I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but yeah, it's kind of like that. It's like, let me see if I can get clarity on this. The economy's tariffs and what's to come. A burden. And them trying to do too much, right? Trying to carry, trying to overload, others and so forth. I feel like there's going to be pressure put on us, on the government. It's going to be a lot of heavy responsibility on the economy. So that trickles down back to the people. Also, the answers is telling us to listen to our intuition when it comes to your finances at this time. You need to be aware of things. There's going to be a lot of things that's starting to stroll down. I feel like they still are talking in the background. Yeah, I got the Queen of Cups in the World. I do still feel, like I said, there's going to be some type of, we're gonna feel the pressure, right? I'm not saying that, but I feel like it's gonna be some type of balance that's gonna come sooner or later behind this, because it's gonna cause too much uproar sooner or later. I feel like, and that 10 of Wands is a burden for the government and for their government as well. But it's also 10 is the ending. So I do feel there's going to be an ending to it, and the world is coming straight up. So that's about some type of ending as well. Yeah, it's like it's gonna be cause some chaos, but it's not gonna last that long. Yeah, here's the Justice. Yeah. So like I said, in the 8 of Wands. So like I said, that Justice card sees it could even go legal. It could even go legal with these tariffs. Like sooner or later, they might have to take it to court. You know what I'm saying? It might be some type. I don't know if they what type. I don't know what they do with that. Do they take it to like a? Do they take it to like a supreme? I mean, how does that work? Because those are different countries. So, but this is something legal. Okay, with the Justice card coming out about the tariff war. Okay, so I do feel that there's some type of situation but on the other part of that, the duality of what this is saying to me in reference of the tariff war and the question that she asked is that yes, it will affect the economy, but I feel like there will soon be some type of fairness and some type of change that's going to bring out the balance, right? Because justice normally is known for that, to bring balance to the collective in some shape, form, or fashion. So I do feel that's what's gonna come. You know what I'm saying? I do feel that. I feel like there's gonna be some people he's gonna have to make the right decision. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna have to make a right decision, because sooner or later it's gonna get too heavy. It's gonna get too heavy. He's gonna get that pressure put on him. You know what I'm saying? And pressure bust pipes. That's what the answers is saying. So then you gotta have to come out your feelings, the Queen of Cups, right? Because right now you're playing that High Priestess. You know, you might even got some things going on in the background, you know what I'm saying? But there's some communication that's gonna happen within the next 8 weeks or so. I feel like within the next 8 days, 8 weeks, 8 months, there's gonna be some form of communication with him, the other countries, and they're gonna iron some things out here, family, is what I'm seeing about the economy tariff war. Yeah, here it is right here. Another card flew out. That's the 2 of Wands. That's them planning something. So he's already planning. He's in the works of planning. Yeah, and here's the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah. So I do feel strong on that. Like they're gonna work something out with the tariffs, family. There's a lot of planning going on right now, and he could be working that out with 2 different countries. He could be working with 2 different countries in reference of bringing justice to what once was a burden. One of those countries could be Canada, but I'm looking at this right here. I don't know why I want to say China is included in this in some way. Because this 2 of Wands is about partnership too. So that's him working something out. You know what I'm saying? And especially with the 8 of Pentacles on the bottom of the desk, he's trying to work it out. Because see, this is about the money. Bottom line, this is about the coin. See what I'm saying? So they got to bring some type of balance. They got to bring some type of harmony to it, family. Because it's going to cause too much pressure. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm getting with the question on the tariff. She asked about the crypto on that too, which is a whole nother question. I asked about crypto. She didn't say. She just said, "What's to come for crypto?" Oh, let me look at y'all questions, because I see y'all put something in here. Let me answer some of y'all's first before I go to theirs, because I answered that. How did DT affect world relations between us and other countries? How will DT affect world relations between us and other countries? How will DT affect world relations between us and other countries? The 4 of Wands. He'll start coming together, but he's gonna still have some sneakiness to him. Look at the see the money. See, it's all about the money. When it's all about the money, honey, he all about the money. But look at that 7 of Swords. See what I'm saying? So he's gonna try to be creative in reference of 4 different countries that he's gonna try to come together with. Okay, he's gonna try to be creative. He's gonna try to get freedom for the United States with 4 different countries. I don't know the 4 different countries, but I'm telling you, there's 4 different countries that he's trying to create some type of like plan and peace treaty. But it's really for the money. It's really for him. You see what I'm saying? And see, he got some sneakery to it too, Tantalus, in reference of the relations between them. Clarity on the relations. This Four of Wands. Thank you, ancestors. Yeah. And look, the Page of Pentacles came out in reverse. See, because he may not have victory on that. Because the Page of Pentacles is all about something not coming back good for you. An opportunity that you might have put out there to those four countries of trying to bring things together, and they don't come back. See, this is bureaucracy, and not being able to, it's indifferences. That's what I'm trying to say. It's indifferences. It's him not being able to create that offer so they would take it. You see what I'm saying? That Page of Pentacles in reverse with that Four of Wands. But it's with four different countries. Now I got the Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. This is that person that he putting out there, not the king. He's the king. So this is a knight that he's throwing out there to try to go after whatever he's trying to put into place. But it don't look like it's gonna happen because that Page of Pentacles is in reverse. This is something new he's trying. The relations between DT and the other countries, these four countries, ancestors, give us some advice or give us something that we can see in reference of the relations. Thank you, ancestors. The Three of Pentacles in reverse. No, the relations around the world ain't going great. They ain't going great with these four countries. So the relations are not great right now. Okay, they're not great. We got the Three of Pentacles in reverse, and we got the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Trouble with work and trouble with people you're trying to work with. Yeah, he can't be trusted. And here's the world again. But there's something that is going to be ending. Either they're going to try to end him or there's going to be an ending to these relationships with these four countries. That's what I got. It's kind of like with that Page of Pentacles in reverse and that Three of Pentacles in reverse, and then we got the Four of Wands starting out with asking, how it's going to go. You're asking about the relations. It's like it might have started out all right, but it ain't ending well. And the Four of Wands is business. Trying to come together for business. And then y'all can't work together because of what? That pentacle. Money. Because you got somebody greedy. That's how the relations is working between him and four other countries. Now, them four other countries, I don't know. So that could be outside of the ones that we know of. You know what I'm saying? You never know who them four other countries are. Will there be a terror attack on the U.S.? Will there be a terror attack on the U.S.? Just seen the Nine of Swords. Will it? Yeah, he's creating enemies with our allies, right? And sooner or later, you seen that Page of Pentacles that came out in reverse? And them Three of Coins? The penny is going to stop. The coin is going to stop from working with them, for not being able to work with them. That's going to be the trouble that comes. That's why it was in reverse, because it's going to stop. Money in the world won't matter when folks got an eye. Right. But that's why that Tower card kept coming out at the beginning when we kept asking what's happening in the next 3 months. That could be the destruction that we see come down. Okay. Will we have a terror attack on the U.S.? Will the U.S. have a terror attack? Yes. And look what it's on. The King of Pentacles. And I got the Three of Wands on the bottom of the deck. This Three of Wands is all about some type of overseas situation. He better be very careful. I don't know why I'm feeling like this is, like you said, a terror attack, but I'm picking up one person. You know what I'm saying? Clarity on that King of Pentacles about this terror attack in the United States. Thank you, ancestors. 6 of Wands. Yes. And the Knight of Wands. That's those being sent in to create havoc um, on our soil, coming from overseas. Clarity on family. Okay, so I'm gonna show you all these cards. When I asked the question, when you asked the question, Chrissy, will there be a terror attack on the U.S.? Everything here is all allegedly is running across the bottom of my banner. Everything I say in this whole thing is just allegedly. Although you can go back and watch all of my world readings, and a lot of it has come out, but it's all for entertainment purposes only. Okay. First card was the King of Pentacles. Second card was the Six of Wands. And the third card is the Two of Wands. On the bottom of the deck, we got the Page of Wands. So all them wands, that's a for show. That's a for show. And get this. The King of Pentacles is who we're going to go to war with. Somebody who got a lot of money, right? Somebody who's a big time leader, right? Plenty of money. The Six of Wands, and he's been successful. He's been successful at war. You see? But then we have that 6 that goes with that 2. 6 and 2 is 8, family. That's the Amos realm. That is a war realm. That is the military. Yeah. Right, Chrissy. So that's a military realm. That's also destruction and a lot of unaliving and a lot of things that's going to come that they're already planning. You see that? That's the Two of Wands. And look, they looking, look, this person, they feel like they got the world in their hands. They looking at the globe. They looking how to come at us all which ways, family, in the water, in the air. They ready. They planning. They got something up their sleeve. And they feel like they're going to be successful because they got money to make it happen. This is something we need to worry about. The Page of Wands on the bottom of the deck is they got a whole lot of young people to make it happen. These young people are ready for whatever. So it sounds like a big army of young people who are just waiting for the go. Look at all these wands, family. When we're asking about a terror attack, allegedly. And anybody who know tarot know all these damn wands. And you get the Six of Wands, and the Two of Wands, and the Page of Wands. Family. Don't look great. Don't look great. And whoever calling the shots is this King of Pentacles right here sitting on this throne. You see him? He got it. He got it, family. And I'm seeing nothing but victory. I'm going to leave that one there, Chrissy. Good question. I got my head hurting, sis. Let me see what other questions y'all got in the chat. Y'all been coming through. Oh my God, y'all got some new things. Okay, time to leave you. Chaos on the way. Yes. Mexico Van. I don't know. He never been trusted. I don't know. He creating them enemies. Yes, he is. Queen, all that money in the world won't matter when the folks got out. That's true. Oh Lord, they coming. Yes, family. That's one thing. Definitely don't want more. I know. I can take everything else to a degree. Yes. Wonder if they will ever need to draft for the military. Let's ask the question. So with this terror attack that's coming our way, that we see there's a big leader involved in this instances, will they have to draft for the military? Will they have to draft for the military? Will they have to draft for the military? Yes. Yes. Page of Wands. That's definitely a yes. But look what come with it. Death. Eight of Swords. And the Three of Cups. And the Nine of Wands. A lot of injured people. They may even go to those that are in prison. Now that would be something, huh? It's going to cause a lot of deaths, family. But yes, they will. They'll try. Right. Exactly, Sharon. None of their sons will go to fight, I'm sure. Right. But they want to get everybody else's, right? Family, y'all had some good questions. Now let me get back to the list. Okay, so the next question. No, let me see how many more I got. I got two more on the list. Okay. So the next person wanted to know what's to come for the real estate market. Y'all make sure if y'all have any last questions, I'm gonna be wrapping it up. We almost to our hour. What's to come for the real estate market? What's to come for the real estate? All y'all out there who do real estate, let's see what ancestors want y'all to know about the real estate market, and those that's trying to purchase a house or a home within the next 3 months, 6 months. Let's see what's happening. The reference of the real estate market for you guys. The real estate market ancestors for the collective. Okay. One thing's for sure, two things for certain. Let's look it up. Okay. We got the World card. We got the Three of Cups, and we got the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like within the next 3 months, family, we're going to see a turn or change in the real estate, where it has once been kind of like staggered, like stagnant. I feel like things are changing. I do feel like the interest rates are going to start turning and changing in when it comes to real estate. I do feel like that there's going to be some type of happy changes. I do feel like that some of you guys that's in real estate, selling real estate, some of you guys are going to have major change, because the real estate is about to start shifting, going from, what is it now? The seller's market is going to shift and go to the buyer's market. So people are going to start buying houses because the interest rates are going to start shifting. And the reason is because the economy is going down. So will the market, the real estate market. So if you have money, this is a good opportunity for you to jump on the real estate market around the world. It'll be a change, right? Especially in the United States, it looks like, because people going to start, purchasing homes. They're going to start looking at, getting into real estate, maybe even to get their money up. It's going to be a change in luck. I got the Wheel of Fortune. And of course, the wheel is just that. The wheel turns, right? I also have the Three of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune always gives me energy of to me it gives me like Jupiter, right? So with that, I do feel that that's like a big change, a big expansion, right? When it turns that specific way. Now, if it's the other way, it gives me another feeling. But I'm just saying, I do feel like it's a big change. And for some reason, I was looking at this card, and it made me feel like I was seeing adding it up, it was looking like it was giving me the number 7, which is all about financial situations, all about abundance too. But I do feel that some of who's definitely not been able to purchase in the past will definitely be able to purchase very soon. I feel like in the next 3 months, things are definitely going to change for the real estate market. That's shocking. Let me do one card for clarity on that. I like that. And it has Venus energy here. So, and that's funny because Venus is retrograde conjunct the sun. So the things that may have not be going right now may start turning when that goes back retro. You know what I'm saying? Clarity on that. Yeah. The Five of Pentacles in reverse. So that's good. You know what I'm saying? And that's improvement of, your money. That's improvement of once maybe you wanted to buy a certain house in a specific area, but you couldn't afford it. These are some things that are going to start turning. It's going to be like you're going to be able to get more money into real estate. I feel like the ancestors is saying it's all going to be like, some people are going to be able to come out of poverty because they're going to be able to then get them a home, be able to purchase. I feel like that there's some faith that can be restored when it comes to the real estate market. Okay. So that's what I'm getting. I mean, those were all great cards. Yeah. Okay. So that's what I have for the real estate market. That's good. Next 3 months, ancestors say. I'm gonna say 3 to 7 months. That's what I was saying. That 7. Within the next 3 to 7 months, I feel like the real estate market is gonna go down when it comes to buying homes. Okay, so it's gonna turn. And of course, that makes sense too, what the ancestors is trying to tell us, because if the economy going down, you ain't gonna be able to sell no houses unless you drop the price on them. Yeah, that's good, right? Hopefully, they will reduce the price of the homes for people trying to buy homes. That's what the ancestors was saying, especially with those people that the government let go. People, yes, may need to sell. That's what, and you know what? That's another thing too, because you seen the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. That's where, because you got to remember, when you get those cards that come out, family, it's still that energy there. So where those that have been left out or had to sell their home and had some type of financial loss or financial crisis, it's a turn in that wheel. See, because remember, the wheel of fortune is about the turn of the wheel. So remember, it's just like, it's karma, right? But I look at karma as everything, because it's the law of cause and effect. It's a universal law. So what you cause is you're gonna have an effect with it, just like with the economy. If the economy gonna be messed up, everything gonna have an effect on you, right? So that's correct. I feel like those that had financial loss, there will be some things restored when it comes to the real estate market. Okay, so that's a good thing. That was somebody's question, so you'll be able to see that. Let me see the last one. Oh, okay. So this one is one that I remember somebody sent me. Okay, what will happen in reference to the job market? They put layoffs, federal and civilian employment. Will it be revived in the next 6 months? That's what they wrote. So I guess I can ask that question. And what will happen in reference of the job market? I guess I want to split that up into like 2 different questions. You know what I'm saying? Because that's like, that's really 3 different questions. So I'm gonna ask about, first I'm gonna ask about the job market. Let's just see what the job market looking like for everybody, okay, in general. And I just seen the 9 of Swords, Lord Jesus. All right, let's see. Job market, ancestors, for the collective. What is to come within the next 6 months for the job market? What is to come in the next 6 months for the job market, ancestors? What is to come in the next 6 months for the job market? Please give us clear and concise messages. Thank you. Okay. Look at this. We got the Page of Pentacles and the 6 of Wands. Okay. And then we have the 9 of Cups. Okay. So family, that's opportunities. It may not be big money, because remember, the page is not that big of a money, but it is an opportunity. Okay. So that's the other part of that. That's the duality within it. Okay. So for those who are in the job market, you may have to sacrifice. This goes back to my Gibbous waning reading today about sacrifices that we will have to make in the collective soon, or maybe even now, where you're going to receive opportunities, you're going to receive offers, you're going to be successful in whatever it is, your endeavors that you may be going after at this time. Some of you wish fulfillment is going to happen, right? But there's some things that you may have to take some sacrifices with. It may be that you're going to have to be a little bit more realistic with your goals. You may have to take on more courses, more skills. You may have to turn to trades. You may have to have more than one job. You may have to have, that's what I'm picking up with this, right? Because not only is the Six of Wands coming out about success and accomplishments and you being able to, move into something by deciding wisely to moving into something that may not pay you as much as you was getting paid before, but that's Mars energy. So it's like something you haven't dealt with before, right? Foreign things. Some of you may have to take foreign jobs. You might got to go overseas. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just telling you the energy that's here. But it's definitely showing some good news coming into those who are going to be in the job market. But like I said, give me one more card, and this is about the job market, please. Here's the Seven of Swords. So the answer is saying be very careful of the trickery that's going to be out there. People might be gassing you up. So you got to be very careful. Be careful of people trying to, because I got the Five of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So you know what that's giving? The job market is going to be very competitive. You may be going into one position and somebody, you might go into that one position and be 5 people for that one job. And that one job really ain't paying the money that they used to pay. That's the duality of it. Although you may be successful in getting the job, but you're going to have to understand there's going to be something, and don't allow, it's going to be a lot of people of deception out there too, in reference to the job market, trying to get people on by being sneaky and not telling you everything that comes with the job, like extra responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how that go. I've been working a long time. I know how some of these jobs can go. They don't tell you everything, and then you get there and it be something different. Hey, Coffee. So you got to be careful with that. And don't sabotage yourself, okay? Self-sabotage, where you feel like because they're not going to pay you what you received before in another job, maybe you were making 100,000 and you might got to take 80. You might have to do that because there's 5 other people waiting for that job. See what I'm saying? So that's the good thing about the job market and the bad thing about the job market in the next 6 months. Okay, clarity on this Seven of Swords here for the job market, ancestors. Thank you. Ancestors gave me the Magician. Ancestors say you better take the resources that you got to get what you want. This is you having to do to have the skills to pay the bills. See. So what that means is it's time for you to level up. Right? It's time for you to level up. You are the magician. You are the alchemist. You can make nothing out of something as long as you believe. Right? So the ancestors said, this is the manipulation that could come with some of it. This could be the challenges in what you may go up against in the job market, but you are the magician. And then comes success. The 9 of Pentacles on the bottom. And some of you need to be looking at the things that you truly want to have for your future, because this is like a retirement card, right? So some of you looking at retirement too. You know what I'm saying? And the ancestors is saying it's all about how you use your resources. You make the magic happen. And with that Magician card coming out on the Seven of Swords, you're going to have to stand out. Because remember, we had the 5 of Wands. There's 5 different people for one job, right? That's the conflict. That's the competitiveness. That's the challenges that you may have to come up against. You see what I'm saying? In the job market. Because everybody getting laid off, all these different people, everything's happening. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to have to stand out. But how do you stand out amongst the crowd? You're going to have to get your skills up. Okay? The opportunity is here. Okay? So that's what the job market is looking like. What was the other part of her question, family? Will the layoffs, I'm assuming she's saying, will it be revived? I'm assuming she's meaning like, will the people be able to go back to their jobs or something like that? Or will they continue to do the layoffs? I guess that's what she asked in family, because it was like, they are creating a recession. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you see how the economy message came out, so I have to agree with that. Within the next 6 months, will there still be a lot of layoffs? Let's see. Let's ask that question. Within the next 6 months, will there still be? The answer's trying to answer that. Put it back. Will there still be a lot of layoffs? I got the Ace of Pentacles that fell out. So that's a yes. But it will also be opportunities. Ace of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. So that's opportunities. That's a new start. That's an increase. It's like the ancestors are saying, yeah, these opportunities are going to be happening in reference. These things are going to be happening in reference of the layoffs. But it's like something that's going to make this situation turn for the better. Clarity, ancestors, on these layoffs. I'm just telling y'all what it is. Yeah. See, it's a burden right now, but it's opportunity coming in to partner up with new situations. I got the Two of Cups and the Lovers when I'm asking about layoffs and so forth. Those are people coming together. Those are opportunities. I have the King of Swords and I have the Seven of Pentacles, investing in self, but also others investing in you. Sooner or later, it's like you're going to be waiting for a little while, right? Waiting for some type of results, and you're going to have to be patient. But I do feel there's going to be some type of situation that comes out of this that, you're going to have to carry a lot of burdens, and you're trying to figure out, carrying the load, maybe even having to have a lot of debt, for the time being. But I do feel that something's going to come good out of it. Some stability. Let me see the numbers. 17, 18. Yeah. It's like you're going to have to make very informed decisions. 20. Okay. Yeah. So that's Titan. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm feeling in reference to the layoffs. I do see that it's going to be a heavy burden, a lot of responsibility, but that's going to end, and it's going to come with some type of change. Okay. Yeah, a state of stability will come sooner or later. I feel like it's going to be some type of situation where, you may have to partner up with another company that you wasn't thinking about before, something of that sort, especially with the Lovers and the Two of Cups coming out. Those are definitely like partnership cards. You know what I'm saying? I guess if they are needed, there are a lot of pointless departments. I see that at my work. Yeah, there is. And I know because I used to work for the government too, and they do spend a lot of money for no reason. But yeah, that still doesn't mean they need to lay off all those people, though. Making people have hardships and so forth. Because the thing of it is, family, you see how the answers when we asked that question about, what's to come in reference of, we asked about the job market. And you see how the answers gave us the Page of Pentacles, right, as the opportunity. But the Page of Pentacles is not a lot of money. So that's like the public sector. So that's like those federal workers or those government people going to turn to the public sector for jobs, and they're not going to get paid as much as they used to. So then that's going to make their money in their household change as well. So those are some of the things that's going to be happening. You know what I'm saying? When people are going to have to change their whole living conditions, their whole home life. They're going to change everything because they're not going to make the same money. Yeah, you may have a job, but you're not going to make the same money because the Page of Pentacles is nowhere near the Ace of Coins. See what I'm saying? Yeah. So it will be a big change. So I'm not saying that, people ain't going to be able to find the jobs. Answers say, yeah, you're going to have opportunity because you know what? You're going to have opportunities also, but you got to remember that you're going to have to get skills to pay the bills. So, and you have more challenges, more competition out there for one job. So you got to be competitive. So how are you going to stand out from the others? Hey, Lily. Right? So that was all the questions that I had in reference to the ones that I wrote down. I told you I had like 7 questions people had sent me over time because I have been putting this off for a long time, really, right? So I know these world readings, they take a while. But so that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I had 7 questions. So if y'all don't have any more questions, we'll wrap it up. But yeah, because they still hire their friends and family first if they can. Right. That's true. That's very true, Sharon. But in the public sector, they do that too. But it's just not as it's not as easy to do it in the public sector than in reference of some of the government things. What you say? Well, these messages were not good news. No. Only thing was good was the real estate market. And then the job market was like, okay, but I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but I just got to tell y'all the truth. The answers don't lie. Although they always try to make them seem like they lie, but the answers don't lie, boo. We're going to tap back into, but one thing we did see is there's going to be a lot of destruction before it can be built back up, family. We seen that for sure. And we got the the tower card so many times at the beginning. We got the tower card so many times at the beginning, family. That was destruction. You know what I'm saying? See, because the destruction that they putting into the collective right now is inevitable. It must change. But with change is transformation. Okay. So, yeah, exactly. It will balance somehow. Yeah. It's the universal law is balance. With bad, there is good, and with good, there is bad, family. There's no other way around it. As Dicker said sometimes, right? Well, it's time for the reconstruction, and it's right. And the age of Aquarius, family, is the collective. That's all that is. It's about the collective, except for you have to look at the planetary alignment. And right now, family, I want to say it was in my Gibbous Waning reading. Y'all have to go over there and look at my Gibbous Waning reading. But I want to say that, yeah, the sun is conjunct Neptune. So you already know. So not only are we going through the age of Aquarius, which is definitely about the collective in a whole having to go through major turmoil, right? And major things when it comes to technology, when it comes to the collective, when it comes to water, right? The water barrier is Aquarius, right? We have to deal with the different planetary alignments and where they sit. And right now, the sun is conjunct Neptune. That's not great energy, family. I don't care what nobody tell you. Faulty systems will fail, right? Exactly, Tantalus. That's right. Faulty systems will fail, but it needs to. It's time. But as we always say, the last shall be first, and the first will be last. And that you can bet your bottom dollar on, Jack, okay? Because that wheel is turning. And you can't escape the universal law of cause and effect, which is karma. Okay? You can't change that. You may try. You can probably put it off. You can tamper with it. But sooner or later, roosters. They're gonna come roosting. Okay? So y'all spiritual people, we should be going with the flow. Just like that, those Pisces, we know, right? The flow of the Pisces is about endurance right now. That's what we're in, Pisces season, right? So we should be going through things that we endure, and with flow, though, with water, right? Make sure you're taking your spiritual baths. Make sure you're honoring your ancestors at all times. That's the first line of defense, to honor your ancestors. Make sure you're putting that water out on their altar, whatever items they love, speaking to your ancestors, meditation, prayer, setting your intentions, working with this moon element that has just been amazing lately. You should be doing these things, family, okay? If you're on a spiritual journey, I know I'm working with my Patreonians, right? We doing our thing. We got a road opener coming. You know what I'm saying? We get ready to do our thing. But, and it's definitely some things happening. If you do good, like I always used to tell my son, if you do good, you get good. Because that energy will shift for the greater good. For real. All right? So be divine, and in due time, You gonna shine, family. Y'all welcome. I love y'all, man. I will live on my own frequency. There you go. Ashe. And make sure you keep that frequency high, right? Yeah. Using your tuning forks, family. I always use my tuning forks. Use your tuning forks. Use your singing bowls. Utilize your tools, family, right? To raise your frequency. Take your spiritual baths. I always play my tuning fork for myself and put it all over my body, right? Raising my vibrations and eating right. That's another thing. Make sure you eat right. And don't be polluting your body with all kinds of stuff, family, especially like the drugs and the alcohol and stuff like that. Those are vices and devices to take you up out of here quicker than you were supposed to leave this earth. Remember that. Okay? I wish I could have done the road opening with y'all at something. This one, okay. That's okay. That's okay. We're gonna have more. No worries. But yes, family. So that is the world reading. Okay. I hope this gave you some type of clarification. I know it wasn't no motivation, but it was some information. All right. I love you guys. I'll see y'all soon. All right. Peace, 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 family. Much love. Through the darkness to the light. We're gonna ride. All right. Peace.